to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their gilt rings. Right, the bouncers' gilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
Talking of which, Umar, get a flaming haircut.
Get one, have I got one?
Couple of old razors. You recording?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of old razors. Look at your fancy little microphone. Give it here a minute. Look at that fancy little microphone that Umar's got. Must be going up in the world.
We are. We're at Zhang Joyce 2. The two big men are here. I've just spoke to Zhilei Zhang. He said he's going to stop him earlier this time round.
What, in English?
What? No, he said it in Chinese. But
Okay, good. Well done.
yeah, he's going to stop him earlier. Thoughts?
Well, he will stop him earlier if Joe Joyce leaves his face in front of his fists, but I don't think he will this time. I think he'll start faster. He's not a fast starter, but my pick today is going to be Joe Joyce 10th round stoppage, that he's going to withstand Zhang. I know it's traditional to go with the guy that won the first. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Why?
There's a lot of loud voices in here.
A couple of Americans, actually.
A lot of Americans in here. I wonder why.
ESPN Plus.
ESPN Plus, there you go, get it in there.
There you go, that's
look,
what well, Raheem covers all the fights anyway. So.
They do.
But that's why he's here, top rank, yeah.
Top rank and ESPN Plus, Radio Raheem. Yeah, everyone's here, it's a big event. It's a big event for both men because they've both got to win this. Joe Joyce must win this, otherwise he goes further down the snake and has to climb the ladder. But I think he's got it in him. It was a poor performance last time out. He started slowly, he got hammered by the left hand over and over again, and Zhang was clever and took advantage of it. He wasn't desperately hurt, but that right eye, was it the right eye? I'm trying to remember now.
I think it was the
right eye. I think it was the right eye, was virtually closed, and I reckon it was Howard Foster, wasn't it, the referee?
Was it?
I think so. God, I can't even remember. I hope I'm right. But it was certainly a referee stoppage, and it was the right thing to do. I mean, obviously I had the privilege of interviewing for Talk Sport straight away afterwards, and, you know, he was very, very disappointed with not working Zhang out earlier in the fight. Zhang's dangerous, southpaw, slows down as the fight goes on, and I think if Joe can withstand the early pressure and not get hit too much, but land plenty of his own, I think he'll tire Zhang and stop him. 10th round stoppage, Joe Joyce.
Thoughts?
Those are my thoughts.
No, I was going to say thoughts on Tyson Fury's comments, inviting Joe Joyce into his camp in Morecambe to beat Zhang. He didn't take that offer. Now he said Zhang's going to beat Joe. Thoughts about Tyson saying, got to chop him down like an oak tree, Zhang?
This is Tyson Fury saying he's got to chop Zhang down.
Down like an oak tree. He invited Joe to spar him, to give him some sparring, some advice, etc. But Joe obviously didn't take it, and now he's gone and picked Zhang. But yeah.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, a lot of people will pick Zhang because he was so convincing and so dominant first time round. And generally, the guy that wins the first fight wins the second fight. And, you know, there was little in there to find Joe with timing or hand speed and those things to overcome Zhang. He's the one that has to make all the adjustments on Saturday night.
Okay, we shall find out live on TNT Sports. Gareth, obviously the big news that circulated yesterday was that CONOR BENN will be fighting this Saturday in Orlando. Your thoughts and reaction to it?
Well, I mean, he still hasn't done the due process of explaining the clomiphene. He's just done jurisdiction, and they've won that part of it, or it's under appeal. His suspension's been lifted. He's free to fight in other territories, obviously. I wonder if FAC, the Florida Athletic Commission, did consult with the Boxing Board of Control. I imagine they did. I think in a quote from them, they said they were consulting with the ABCs, the Association of Boxing Commissions of America, and also with the Boxing Board of Control. So he probably has been given the go-ahead. It's not a warm-up. He's a decent opponent, Orozco. Orozco? No.
I don't know how you pronounce it.
I don't know how you pronounce it right now either, but I don't know a lot about him. They won't be picking the hardest opponent in the world. He hasn't fought for, 17, 18 months. So I think it was April last year, wasn't it?
April last year, yeah.
May, June,
at a stadium show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or was it in Manchester?
It was Van Heerden, wasn't it?
Manchester, yeah.
in which he looked very good. So, you know, I imagine it's a warm-up for that fight with Chris Eubank Jr., which I reckon will be in December, and it'll probably be in the Middle East.
Okay.
What do I think about it? I still think they've circumvented the system. I think there's still a due process to go through, but they were probably, regardless of the metabolites being from foods, they were probably looking at if the boards and UCAD wanted to do so on strict liability, you might be looking at a 2-year ban. But we don't know that yet. They may have accepted his reasoning, but we haven't got to that stage in the process yet.
No, we haven't. Okay, Gareth, appreciate your time. Do you want to sign us out in Chinese, maybe?
再见, Umar, 再见, 我们很愉快啊.
To not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 17, 16, 17. We nicked their gilt rings. Right, the bouncer's gilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,